Walk into Chick-fil-A in a rich white neighborhood, and 10 out of 10 college chicks walk in behind me. Get in line, and one of them asks me if I know a girl that works at a hotel nearby. Say no. Couple seconds go by. She says that she looks like me and is really cute. Asks if I want to see her. Say not right now. Asks if I want her snap instead. Say sure. They look at their phone for a bit, and then say they don't have her number. And if I would want her number instead. Sure. Couple seconds go by, and she asks if I have a girlfriend. Say no. Line moves up and they start ordering, and I do too. Say the name of my order and go sit down. They sit across from me, get my food and walk to the door. As I'm leaving, she yells my name a couple of times. I ignore it and just walk out. They were gonna kill me, right? Nobody just walks up and asks if you know someone that works at a hotel. Did I just escape some cartel organ farming plot? They've all got a good look at me, so now I've been hiding at home for a couple of days. Pick unrelated. I don't know. You might have, in a Chick-fil-A? Maybe. Be me. High school. Try to get girlfriend. Sorry, Anon, let's stay friends. Becomes a nun. Uni. Have a GF. Sorry, Anon, I felt the calling. Becomes a nun. Make friends with lady at the cafe near my home. Asks on a date. Oh, Anon, pardon me, I can't. A freaking course she would be a nun. How am I supposed to compete with Jesus? Dude, I don't know. Jesus did something amazing. Have you done anything that can compare in coolness factor to what Jesus did? Because you could be trying the rest of your life. Go for a walk into a store, get a carton of milk, go outside and open milk, walk around while drinking it, enjoying life. Everyone starts looking at me. Few people start laughing. Keep drinking milk. What the hell is wrong with people? Can I not drink milk? I mean, you sure can. People probably watch you doing it and immediately think of that scene from Anchorman. That's the name of the movie, right? Milk was a bad choice. Not exactly like anyone's number one pick on a nice day, you know? I personally would not go around drinking a carton of milk, no matter the day. Be me. Gay. Have known for years. Parents are very traditional and homophobic. Feel ashamed of my sexuality and never come out because I don't want them to hate me. Mom starts nagging me about relationships. Decide to get a GF. Ask out this girl in one of my classes. Things are going well, and she becomes my GF. She's a great woman and truly my best friend. Parents love her. I'm just not attracted to her. Feeling overwhelming guilt because I'm wasting her time. Don't want to tell her because I'd lose her. What the hell have I done? Something incredibly unfortunate, I'd say. Look, man, you know there's no easy way to get this done. You know what you need to do. Now, unfortunately, you've got a very difficult decision to make. You don't have very many choices here. Be me, 21, living with fiancé who I'd been dating for about a year. Think she was 40, but find her passport and turns out she's actually 48. Says she lied because she loved me too much to risk me not dating her. She also lied about being on the pill when she was actually infertile in case I wanted kids. What am I in for marrying her? She says I'm saving her from dying alone and can never leave her even if I stop liking her. She's fat and has no children, by the way. She pays for everything. It's gonna be great. No red flags at all. Do it. Yeah, 0. That's not a worrying situation there, Anon. Open Tinder. Extremely pretty girl. Swipe right. No match. Extremely pretty girl. Swipe right. No match. Extremely pretty girl. Swipe right. No match. Literally the fattest woman I've seen in my entire life. Swipe left. Hey, you just missed a potential match. If you buy Tinder Gold for $149 a month, you can unlock people who have liked you so you can never miss a match. Tinder is actually just a massive joke. Stupid Greentext aside, it is a horrid place. No one's there with the goal of actually dating or meeting or talking to anyone. Everyone's just a jerk. Be elected president with under 50% of the popular vote. Be the most unpopular president in American history. Have almost no political experience. Be called radical, funny-looking, buffoonish moron. Fail major debates, according to the press. Democrats threaten secession nationwide. Riots kick off in major cities across country. See approval rating fall below 35 to 40% almost immediately. Get called a fascist nut job and tyrant by all the press. Watch as nation erupts into frenzied political violence and chaos between fringe factions. Be President Abraham Lincoln. Pick unrelated. I mean, I guess. Apply for jobs using fake college degree of the internet. Use ChatGPT to make custom cover letters for every application within minutes. Shamelessly fill resume with bullshit of the highest degree. Use a few friends and my own burner phone as references. Wait for the interviews to come rolling in. Ace interviews after reading over the interview acing bullshit cheat sheet I keep in the car. Anon, when are you available to start? Tell them I have to give my company a notice because I care about their well-being and want to facilitate training a replacement. At least 2 weeks. But I guess for you guys, I can make it 1 week. Go into my current job the next day and quit on the spot with no notice. Enjoy 1 week of holidays. Lather, rinse, repeat with the next piece of crap job whenever I feel like taking a holiday or get bored. Any questions? We're gonna make them give back our past. Take back everything we lost. Good! Let's burn it down! When is real life getting patched? The game's completely unplayable right now because height is overpowered. Height isn't overpowered, just make a charisma build. Be middle school loner with no friends, close to summer holidays. All students were told to read the book, have nothing better to do. Read it, because school is inviting the obscure author of the book. He was the guest speaker during assembly. Principal asks the school what we thought about his book and questions about it. Quiet, awkward silence. People were muttering, nobody read it. Felt bad for the author. Told the author I enjoyed it and answered the questions. One question after another. Only I answered. Author was happy that I knew about the details. School staff felt less embarrassed. After assembly, classmates started to make fun of me. Called kiss ass and bookworm, etc. Got the nickname Assworm for the rest of middle school. My face one made an obscure author proud of his work in exchange of my dignity in middle school. Children are f***ing monsters. Yes, well done, Slytherin! You managed to obtain the highest number of points by studying hard and being the best performing house. And in a meritocratic system such as this wizarding school, you have every right to earn the first place. And me awarding points out of thin air would be an extreme abuse of my authority as the headmaster of this institution. However, it turns out fame is everything. Harry Potter house, Hogwarts house, wins yet again. Gryffindor house, sorry, I'm ultra high. If you read these as Dumbledore, it still makes sense. Yeah. Oh, man. Honestly, it's such bullshit. You know, when you watch the movie and you see him do that, I understand what he's doing. I get it. It's just really, really lame. Have imaginary GF. Gives me tons of love and support. Always there for me. Understands me like nobody ever could. Can trust her like I could nobody else. Help me turn my life around. Prevents a metric tone of self-destructive behavior. Never ages or gets ugly or fat. Would blow me every morning if I let her. This is all somehow bad and unhealthy because she isn't real. Like, you people always have what seemingly feels fairly normal, and then you get to never gets ugly or fat or stupid. You always have to throw that one in there, don't you? Oh, hey, look. Get back in there. Be me. Be in coffee shop on a college campus. I'll have a small hot late. Okay. And a cup of ice. Oh, you want a small iced latte? No, I want a small hot... Why do you... Anyway, a small hot latte and a cup of ice. Why don't you just order an iced latte? Does a cup of ice cost extra? No. How much ice is in your iced latte? Half a cup? Why? Me not trying to argue with what I hope isn't a med student. Look behind me. No line. I have time. Oh boy, here we go. If you fill half the cup with ice, I'm losing 30 to 50% of my coffee drink to ice. If it costs the same hot or iced, I get more drink my way. I don't understand. Why don't you just order the iced latte? I'm well aware. Please. I'll order a hot latte and a cup of ice. Please. Let me make sure I've got this right. Hot latte, cup of ice. Now you're getting it. Okay. Rolls her eyes. Order for OP. I walk up, grab the latte, look her in the eye, and pour it into the ice. The ice cup is full, and I still have 40% of a cup of latte. She looks at me like I'm a freaking magician. This is the type of thing that belongs on That Happened. Doesn't it just feel that way to you? Be me, be smarter than the stupid idiot who makes coffee for a living because they're stupid and dumb. Yeah, no, pal. Download Tinder. Every girl looks about the same. They all have stupid bios. Every match I get acts like they're too good for me. Finally have enough of the bullshit. Start trolling for the fun of it, seeing as I got nowhere before. Act like an asshole. Put pics up of me and my buddies, AMG. Pictures of me leaning on the car, etc. Put job down as lawyer. Lie, saying I live in a rich neighborhood. Post pics of random pool with a view. Start matching like crazy. Here we go. Girls message me first every time. A lot asking about the car. Be a dick and tell them their tits aren't big enough to ride in, and they're not pretty enough to be seen in it, etc. A lot of them respond with lols and laughing emojis, remaining friendly. tell me how funny I am. Some offer to suck my dick or screw me in the car or buy my pool. Realize how awesome life could be if I had money. Get depressed. Realize what a loser I am. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. All women are gold diggers and stupid. Yeah, we get it, 4chan. Be me, 3 years old, at the playground. Girl asks me to play with her. Sure, why not? Mom calls me to go home. Grin on her face. Hey, Anon, who's your girlfriend? Embarrassed for some reason. Mom continues to bother me. Whenever she sees me with any girl, she would pull this crap. Dad does this too. This goes on for the next couple of years. 7th grade. Avoid girls completely to not be bothered at home. Do this till the end of high school. Now in college. My face when I have no clue how to interact with girls, I just avoid them. My face when I visit home and my mom asks me why I don't have a girlfriend. Like, parents do kinda gotta chill on that. It's not really cute, I guess. Always going, ew, who's that? I don't know. F***ing shut up. How about that? Get drunk, bike to the house of my ex who cheated on me over 3 years ago. About to ring doorbell. Better idea. Take out my dick and piss on the doormat. Bike back home. Sleep. Wake up to a flood of texts. Ex sent video of me pissing on her doorstep. Care to explain? Not really? I reply. Turn cell phone off. Be me 2 weeks into new job in new city. Car at mechanics, so I have to ask work group chat for a ride to work. Coworker says sure, he'll be there in 5 minutes to pick me up for work. He gets here in 3, then takes me to work. Halfway through shift, realize I never actually told him my address. Bros, how the hell did he know where I live? I live in a building with around 500 other people and 16 floors, and he was at my door within 3 minutes of me asking for a ride. If I try to think about this as logically as I can, I would assume you guys live right next to each other in the same building and he's seen you there before. However, knowing exactly which door you're at, I don't know, maybe he snooped the mailboxes or watched you go into your home. Yesterday night, go out with co-workers. Take sister along to make it bearable. We go to some fancy restaurant. Don't know what to order. Let's ask for different things and we can switch if we don't like it, I tell my sister. She joyfully agrees and she orders some fish and chips. I order some fancy hamburger with different kinds of chips. We keep chatting, just us two because she's the only one I actually care for there. Food arrives. It's actually nice. Sister starts digging on my plate. We dug at each other's plates all night. I actually cut my hamburger in half and give one piece to her in exchange for some fish at some point. In all, we ate about half of each other's food, which was nice. We drank of each other's drinks as well. Pleasant evening, I would say. Today, go to work. Coworker starts mocking me. Actually asked me if I was in some sort of relationship with my sister. That's so weird, man. Sharing food, drinking from the same cup. They actually try to make me feel embarrassed about it. Come on, robots. I know this is not common, but it's not weird. It's my damn sister. You are correct. It is not weird to have a good, friendly relationship with anyone. It's not. Sure, it might be a little unconventional, like drinking out of the same cup and stuff, but don't sit there and act like sharing food with your sister or best buddy or whoever the hell at a restaurant is weird, because that's stupid. Be me, out on a walk with my BF. We're going steady and I think I might want to marry him. Notice just one little thing. He's not on the car side of the sidewalk. Start feeling nervous, unsafe. All right, Nona, if you're going to marry this guy, you'd better be sure he's for real. Think of a way to test him, get an idea, run out into traffic as fast as I can, looking backward to see his reaction. Not only does he not immediately react and dart after me to grab me, but he actually just stands there and says, Nona, what the hell are you doing? Car comes to a screeching halt. The car behind that car rear ends it. Like a full 3 seconds later, the scrote walks after me. Walks, doesn't run. Starts berating me about embarrassing him in public. Walks over to the guy who almost hit me, apologizes profusely, saying, I don't know what got into her, offers to pay for the damage. After he's through with kissing my attacker's ass, he tells me I need to see a psychiatrist or else the relationship is over. What the shit are you talking about? I really love this guy. How can I ruin it immediately? Your IQ is 64. Your IQ is in the top 99.62%. In a room of 1,000 people, you'd be smarter than 4 of them. Is there anything in science I can do with an IQ of 64? It's my favorite subject. I'm sure there is. IQ's just a really weird number, man. I'm sure you'll be okay. If you put your mind to it, I have no reason to believe you wouldn't be able to do something. How the hell could Ryan blow up a panther with just a revolver? And this gets touted as a realistic depiction of war that vets wept at the theaters seeing it. Well, he didn't. What? It's not a revolver. And he didn't blow up the tank. The planes that flew overhead did. Am I dumb? Am I misremembering Saving Private Ryan? Also, that's not Ryan. You know, okay, I see what you're doing. You got me, mother... Freshman Psych 101 class. Professor's a fit, attractive guy in his early 40s. Stern, but explained topics well and good eye candy. All the girls thought he was hot and would sit up front and giggle at him. One day, the professor's taking questions. Some guy in the back raises his hand and asks something. A girl in the front snickers at him, and the professor loses his mind at her and starts shouting, "No! You will not laugh at people in my classroom!" She's shell-shocked. "If you're gonna act that way, get out. Get out now." She packs her stuff and leaves. He apologizes to us, but explains that he has no tolerance for that behavior. I was like, holy based. B-Day Dalek. Become the opportunity. Okay. To create a Lord of the Rings game. Lord of the Rings, rich in characters and lore. Choose the most repulsive and treacherous midget creature to play as the MC, main character. Gollum trailer.mov. Gameplay consists of press A to climb rock. Cancergraphics.jpg. Trailer gets dislike bombed on YouTube. Daedalic. I sleep. Game releases. Goes down badly even with the what press? Emergency meeting at Daedalic. Is it Daedalic or Daedalic? I don't care. Must be due to the bugs. We apologize, lol. Since when did video game publishers become so alienated to greenlight this kind of crap? Dude, I couldn't tell you Every now and then, there's just a colossal failure. Biked by my childhood home today, was sold 13 years ago to a Chinese investor couple. Turned into Airbnb. Old neighbor told me it's been abandoned for over a year. Whole property used to look beautiful. Parents took so much pride in our home. Now, completely overrun and falling apart. Treated with such little care that even the back door was left unlocked. Said screw it and go inside. It's all been completely destroyed. Water leaks in the ceiling, debris all over the floor, holes in every wall. All of our old furniture is still there from the day we moved out. Our family dinner table. Dad's old workshop in the basement. My childhood bedroom. Thousands of memories everywhere I looked. Yet it was all so unrecognizable. I despise Airbnb with the very fire in my soul. I also despise how many homes and houses and what have you out there are empty. Meanwhile, there's hundreds of thousands of people out there that need a place to live. But no, they can't go into that empty house that's been abandoned and empty for over a year. No. That would be ridiculous. Came out as trans a few days ago. Best friend suddenly asks me to be his girlfriend out of nowhere. Told him I'm not even on HRT or anything yet, so I'm pretty much a dude. He said he doesn't care, and he doesn't care and he wants me on HRT or not. Jesus. Asked him why he's suddenly doing this. He said he's making me his before someone else does. Promised that I wouldn't regret it because he'll help me become a girl in his own way. Sex. My face went. This feels extraordinarily gay, sisters. We were bros last week, and now he's talking about plowing me, and I'm not even on estrogen. Okay. Teaching English in China. They insist on having English names in class. Teacher, thank you so much for naming my son King. It matters a lot. Oh, you're welcome, Mrs. Kong. Come home from drinking with my buddies, buzzed and getting tired. See my wife walking to the bedroom. It's time for her too. Laying in bed with my wife. We're talking in the dark, as is our nightly routine. She leaves to use the restroom. Come back's about a minute later, closes and locks the door as usual, lays down in bed again. She likes to sleep with her arm over me and head in my neck. Attempt to talk with her. No response. Assume she's fallen asleep. Start nodding off, brain thinking of stupid crap like elephants doing backflips. Snap out of my sleep. Bedroom doorknob is jiggling. Look at the door and hear my wife on the other side say, "Stop playing, let me in." Bricks.gif or GIF. I don't care. Look down at my sleeping wife, can barely make out anything in the dark. Slip out from under her and turn on the light. Look back at her. No one's there. Look around the room. Wife starts getting pissed and demanding I let her in. Go to open the door. Pitch black of the hallway. No one's there. More bricks. Suddenly sober up and realize my wife is working a double shift. Drown in bricks I shat? This would screw with me. Dude, if this is even remotely real, you need to go see a doctor yesterday. But like now, dude. Oh my god. Go to coffee shop near my house for the first time. Cutie pie working the register smiles at me after I order. Fall in love. Been going there at least 3 times a week since then. Always order the same thing so I make an impression. Been doing this for 6 months. Today I went in and said, "Yeah, I'll just have my usual." She says, "I'm sorry, sir, I don't know what you mean. What would you like?" Stammer for 20 seconds, turn and walk out. I can never go back. Maybe don't make assumptions about workers, huh? Part of the job is we're required to be nice. Is this morally wrong? Be me, 24, running an OnlyFans where all the photos are AI generated. Guy asks me to show my feet with, "Your pretty toes painted pink." Okay, sure. Easy enough. Prompting. AI doesn't really understand, makes pinkfoot.jpg. Some glittery crap on a foot that looks like a hand with 6 fingers. Screw it. Send it anyway. Guy is so turned on, tells me I have the sexiest feet. He's never seen something like this. Won't leave me alone, asking for feet pics all day every day. Offer him $20,000 unlimited access yearly subscription. He accepts and starts sending more feet pic requests. Should I stop? Honestly, get that bag. I don't give a crap. Be a male seeking relationship. Women I meet at work are all in relationships. Women don't go to meetup groups. Women don't respond to apps. Women aren't at the regular bars. Women don't want me approaching at gay bars. Women don't want me approaching on the street. Women don't want me approaching at the gym. Women don't want me approaching at Arby's. What do I do? Try Taco Bell. Be me. That. Virgin virus thinks I'm a regular cell. Be invaded. Trollolol.jpg. My face when I trapped him and warned the other cells. Good old bait and switch always works. Yeah, then you got one like this, man. It's always either about girls or weird, obscure crap like this. Fall for a girl, go on a date with her, drink a 6-pack, sitting on my car. She takes off her glasses and tells me to kiss her. Kiss her, she aggressively pulls me in and kisses me. We make out for about a minute. She sits there in silence, says, "That was really unpleasant. Can you just take me home?" Dude, what the hell? Be me, mid-looking feminin. Create an OkCupid account. Spend 20 minutes filling out everything. Upload nice pictures. Create a profile.exe. 200 likes in 30 minutes. Wow.jpg. God, I hate this. Most dudes are balding and have baby faces. The good-looking dudes aren't interested in long-term relationships. Neither are the ugly ones. Dudes start to look more or less the same. Eventually, only start to care about the match score and not the faces. Starts to feel like dice rolls in a tabletop game. Try for 2 hours. Match score 97%. Good looking. Smart. Doesn't want a long-term relationship. Log out. That's it, Anons. Just wanted to demystify the female experience for you. Hope you have a nice day. Not to mention, mentions it. Needless to say, says it. Not to be racist, but is racist. Thought, he didn't think. Be me. Go to park. Sit on bench for hours because I don't have anyone to talk to. Notice 2 beautiful women come up to me. They give me a Starbucks drink because they saw me sitting alone for hours. They leave and I never see them again. What did they mean by this? Good question. Be wagey. Computer is in the corner of the office where nobody can see my screen. Post on 4chan all day. I'm basically a NEET, but now I get paid and can't go outside as much. Computer's in the corner of the office where nobody can see my screen. You realize your bosses can monitor all of your internet traffic, right? They can see every image you enlarge and read every post you make. I work for a small company, 21 employees. There's no infrastructure, and I'd highly doubt that Fergus, the IT guy, is monitoring my internet traffic. Even if he is, hello, Fergus. Hi, Mark. Damn it! Am I wrong to be happy about this? Be me, air quality expert living in New York City. My friends and family always made fun of me for choosing this dumb career, analyzing air quality and going into tons of debt for school. What? Giant wildfires in Quebec bring tons of smoke to New York City for the first time. Everyone's freaking the hell out, acting like this is the apocalypse and the end of the world. Totally hysterical 24/7. All of my friends are asking me about how to improve the air quality in their little New York City apartments. Hundreds of texts per day from people I haven't heard from in years. Newspapers and TV news contact me to discuss air quality. My company is securing 3 new major multi-million-dollar contracts that never would have happened if these fires didn't. Everyone everywhere I go knows that I'm the air quality guy to talk to because they remember making fun of me. Everyone's apologizing for not taking my career seriously. Smoking hot girls are talking to me about air quality, my favorite topic of all time. How do I keep these good times rolling? That's a fair question. And hey, if you guys are seriously wondering about it and you need a cheap way to filter out the air in your apartment, get a 20-inch box fan and a 20 by 20 by 1-inch furnace filter from Lowe's for like 10 to 25 bucks. That will last you a while and seriously clean out the air. No joke. Is this ethical? Help! Be me, wedding photographer in New York City. Wedding costs are going up. Photographer is the first thing to cut. Decide to undercut the market, offering AI-generated photos of people at their weddings at a 75% discount using Stable Diffusion. Brides actually love this. I make their weddings look like their Pinterest dreams. Bride can look as skinny and as hot as she wants. I print 100 photos for each bride, currently doing 10 per day. Wow. I'm making 5 times my old income with no overhead, no cameras. Lots of free time, talking to bridesmaids all day to make them look hot too. Feels good, man. People who can't afford weddings use me. Look super happy, cry when they see the photos. Talks to friend in the same biz. Struggling, no clients. Heard there was some guy making AI-generated wedding photos. Damn it. Should I keep doing this? I feel bad for my friends, but I'm getting rich. It doesn't matter what anybody says, you're gonna keep doing it. And this right here is why so many of us are furious about AI and why there's currently protests going on. It should be a tool that can help you do stuff. All the industries see is that, oh, well, I could put like 3 words into this program and it'll spit something out that cost us $2 versus paying that guy who knows what he's doing a fair wage. Be me. Feminon living with a neckbeard BF. My BF won't ever leave the house, never wants to be in public with me, sits on his computer all day. Ask him what's so important. I'm working all day, give me a break, Feminon. He's a Reddit moderator and calls it work. We're currently running out of money, and this has a toll on my mental health. I write my feelings down and send it to him. Maybe he'll understand. Left on red. Am I cursed? It's gone 4 hours since he left me on red. Leave him? I mean, that's always easier said than done, no matter the situation, but holy crap, the dude sounds like a freaking douche dork.
Has Sinatra tier singing voice. Uses it to make poop jokes. I don't see the problem here, that just means he's perfect for the role.
Age of Ultron.
They never tell you how old Ultron is.
Infinity War.
It only lasts 15 minutes.
Civil War.
It's just an airport scuffle.
Every freaking 18-year-old at my job wearing yoga pants, clearly trying to get an easy paycheck or move up. Literally, if they bend over, the pants squeezes their butt to the side, opening their butt cheeks to you. Like, if I even dare look for more than a few seconds, HR's gonna contact me. One dude already got fired because he bumped into one of these women straight out of high school by accident, and she felt something. For reference, here's Cammy now. I mean, Jesus Christ, help me. Ah, a salad that it looks too shiny. On it, that honestly looks gross because of how shiny it is. Order expensive salad that contains tomatoes, cucumber, bell pepper, carrots, onions, and lettuce. It's mostly lettuce. Try other restaurants. Same problem. Okay, I'll check online about this phenomenon. Nope, people on Reddit defend it. I'm the person in the wrong. If you don't like lettuce, maybe don't order a salad, but I don't know.
Yeah, why order a salad if it's not what you want?
Because you nutrient-lacking cabbage brain, I ordered a salad, not a bowl of cheap lettuce. It seems like people just don't understand what a salad is supposed to look like. They think salad equals lettuce. They think it's all right and perfectly fine to get charged $10 for a salad that's supposed to contain several ingredients, but in the end mostly contains lettuce. I mean, why is it okay to have any complaint about any ordered food being faulty, but when you get scammed with your salad, you just get a response like,
well, why would you order a salad anyway? It's just the way it is. Suck it up.
Yeah, you go ahead and say that to anyone who wants to change any issues with this world, and you see how well that argument holds up.
Me and E-boyfriend finally swapped pics. I love him a lot, so I thought I didn't really care about his appearance.
He's chubby and balding.
How do I get over my disgust for how he looks? Can I just tell him to diet or I'll dump him? It's not an ultimatum, it's just a promise.
Avatar, still beloved to this day. People will not stop talking about the cartoon and the new live-action show.
Meanwhile,
James Cameron's Avatar 2. Forgotten the same day it came out. Literally nobody ever talked about it.
guys, seriously, how come one franchise is successful while the other is just a failed experiment? Pretty simple reason. There's no teenagers in the James Cameron universe that a bunch of 7 to 12-year-olds can project themselves onto throughout the next decade of their life and, further just strengthen the franchise's existence into the internet realm. Why are Japanese cops so useless? So be me, right? I witness a crime. I run to report it. I tell them someone is stealing from someone and I saw it on my phone. The guy is still doing it and is right around the corner. Cop asks me what I think I am doing.
What?
tells me videotaping people without consent is illegal. Tell him someone is still breaking the law. So I see the guy leaving a bar. I try to explain to the cop with my N3 skills that the named bad guy, he's getting away. Cop does nothing and says I am wasting his time. Tells me he will write me a ticket if I don't leave. I mean, what the frick? I just moved here from my job teaching English and this is my first bar night? Like, what the frick? Japan is supposed to be safe? Oh, you silly little goose. If there's anything at least 4 of my old friends who were teaching and working in Japan for quite a while have taught me, is that Japan really is safe and there's a lot of great services and things around if you're a local. Top row, warrior. Warrior LARPing as a wizard. Ranger, warrior subclass. Warrior. Bottom row, warrior. Warrior, warrior, warrior.
Here's your diverse fantasy party, bro.
Jesus Christ, Tolkien.
Hey, I like things that go ting and tang.
Be me. Quit the job. Back to square one at 30 years old. Applied for the dream position at the dream company. Aced the HR round. Aced the tech round. Went to manager round. They talked about the whole starting over Schmidt of mine. Well, it got me a little emotional. I admittedly claimed so too. The boss one literally said to my face, "Oh, don't cry, we'll be sad too." Well, emotion got the better hold of me. I literally became a bitch. Begging for the job. I threw stuff around like, yeah, I applied here just because you are hiring. It's my freaking dream workplace. I plan to work here till the end of my career. Several days passed, but apparently not me. Feels freaking bad, man. Screen goes black and white, except for the color yellow. Camera pans over to a flight of stairs with yellow markings. Time slows down. Inner monologue.
Looks like I can use those stairs to get up.
Game pauses. Pop-up appears on screen.
Yellow marks may indicate areas of interest. Press any key to continue.
Moses tells Pharaoh to let his people go. God decides to intervene and purposely harden Pharaoh's heart. This is an excuse so God can screw over Egypt and kill thousands of innocent people. Pharaoh is seen as the bad guy here.
Seriously, who wrote this? Humans. Humans wrote the Bible. I think that's all we really need to think about here. The dating pool for young women is literally poon addicts. So basically, guys who post on 4chan. Sensitive guys you have to perform constant emotional labor for. Guys who post on Reddit. Narcissistic, if not sociopathic, gym bros. Guys who post on Instagram. Emotionally distant manipulators. That's LinkedIn. And performative woke men who still treat women like Schmidt. That's Twitter. Bold, manlet, poor, loser. Still gets the 10 out of 10 hot gig of Stacy.
How the frick does this happen?
That's because he showed her that he had the power to destroy her, but he chose not to. Caramels that easily get stuck in your teeth. Bland, rubbery taste unless you mask it with an obnoxious amount of artificial butter flavoring. Expensive to buy at theaters. I mean, what is the appeal? I just don't get it.
Doesn't matter what we write here. If you don't get it by now, you never will. Poplet.
I was buying a lunchbox earlier today and it reminded me of a story from back in freshman year. Be me, 14 years old. Have this one friend in school who's pretty big boned. Great guy, really. We're super good friends and play video all the time. He's like a half a foot taller than me though. One day I think of a funny prank. I go up to him in the hallway after third period.
Hey, what's up, Anon?
Hey buddy, can you hold this for me? I hand him my fuzzy Chewbacca lunchbox. He extends both hands out and holds it. With both hands occupied, he has no way to defend himself. I slap his left titty with my left hand. I slap his right titty with my right hand. The old 1-2. They jiggle back and forth a moment. I grab my lunchbox out of his hands and run away because he'd beat my butt in a fight. Laugh about it online later that night with him on Discord. On call with him as I write this now. He's still a great guy and a super good friend. Pick related, it's the lunchbox. This is... it's a funny thing to do. Not with your girlfriend though, folks. You're not gonna get the same reaction.
Invents humans. Leaves clues for humans so they can come find you. Humans come and find you. Chip the frick out and kill humans because they found you.
I mean, seriously, what the frick was his problem? Well, he is meant to be the most pristine final evolution of human, and like, what do we go ahead and do? Ruin his sleep cycle. I mean, he was probably getting woken up at like 5 a.m. in the morning, and we were like his cat just nagging at him for breakfast. Spend a year with her and her son. Taught him to be a gentleman and respectful of his mother. A 4 to 5 year old kid. It was insulting and hitting his mom. Dedicate my life to the boy and her. Quit drugs, alcohol, and gambling, and eat crazy women after 15 plus years of this lifestyle. Support her financially. Pay for rent, food, clothes, vacations, kids' toys, whatever there is. I read books, talk to psychologists about how to be a stepdad and raise the kid. The kid calls me dad. I deny a $200K out-of-country job so that I can be with them. That's 30 times average salary in my country. She leaves me because I need to be surrounded by people who improve their lives and chase a career. Call me Caucus Maximus. Best friends with one of my dad's best friend's daughters when I was about 6 years old. I was closely intimate friends with them from 6 to 14 years old. We were always together, going to the same schools and the same classrooms. I mean, she was like as yet another sibling to me. Quite literally, I loved her as any of my blood-related siblings. Well, once we turned 14, puberty hits and she starts distancing from me with the excuse that she wants to make female friends, but she can't because I'm always with her. She starts having lunch with some girls and we stopped talking that often, but we stayed as casual friends. Fast forward to high school. She finds a boyfriend that often antagonizes my friendship with her and did as much as possible to hurt our friendship. Now, despite everything, I still tried to save the friendship, but one day she started ignoring me out of the blue. No real reason except that her boyfriend told her so. Some weeks later, she gave her virginity to him, and days later, he dumped her. And she tried to seek my shoulder to cry about it, but then I was the one ignoring her. I cared in a way that I couldn't explain. I felt grossed out for whatever reason. Anyway, we drifted apart completely after that and went to different colleges. After college, I would still hear news about her because our dads remained best friends. She is now divorced with a small 3-year-old baby girl. Fast forward, we are both 29 years old. Get a message from her yesterday.
Hey, Anon, we are about to hit 30 years old. Do you want to meet up like the old days? I miss you. You were my closest friend. I tried to make new friends over the years, but every time it was like a parody of what we had. Can we start again? I want to see you again.
I don't know why she is doing this now, but it's hurting me. I'm a grown-ass man, but I'm angry and hurt for reasons I can't understand. Like, I don't even know why I'm angry. Any advice? I can't think straight, to be honest. Say yes and meet up. Then spend the whole time talking about how much you love your girlfriend and how you're thinking of proposing to her soon.
Freaking menacing.
Works at a nuclear power plant. Has a loving wife and 2 kids. Owns a 2-story house. Can afford 2 cars as well. Has friends that hang out with him. All this with his single salary. I mean, this man lives a better life than 95% of the people who watch this show. Remind me again why Homer Simpson is seen as the quintessential loser. He actually has 3 kids. Hey! Anon can't count that high.
Recently moved out. Kind of live in the ghetto, but it's okay because of cheap rent. Lots of crackheads around at the night being loud, so I get an idea. Buy a drone with a speaker. I pay a voice actor on Fiverr to record a few lines. Fly the drone by the crackheads. Drone says,
We have been monitoring you. Leave the restricted area immediately.
crackheads disperse. Do this for a month straight. No more loud crackheads at night. Just renewed my rent. It's gone up 30%.
Watch videos of American Latinos doing ancestry results. Shocked when they find out they are part European and part Native American.
I thought I was 100% Mexican, Puerto Rican, or Colombian.
Do people in the USA think the USA and Canada are the only settler colonial nations in America or something? Like, what the hell? Be me. In health class, have to make a PowerPoint about why alcohol is bad. 12th grade, so no one cares. Presentation day comes along. No one has done any work. Teacher opens up class file. One project, titled Alachol. Teacher walks out of room. My face went, oh, that was due today.
Make Taco Bell Rewards account. Get free burrito as new member reward. Do it all over again.
I have probably eaten hundreds of dollars of free fast food over the years from doing stuff like this. I mean, surely at some point there's got to be some sort of way to measure this that makes them, like, that thwarts you from being able to achieve this, you know? Be me. 2 days ago, a public transport at 12 p.m. The bus is full and I'm with friends. Oh, but a cute girl stands next to me. I think nothing of it. I'm talking with a friend, start talking about Cards Against Humanity. I say it's boring. The cute girl overhears. It's not boring. Huh? It's not boring. At all. Okay. So I get home. And I literally cannot stop thinking about her. I dream and ache for her. What's happening, bros? I've had like 3 girlfriends before and I've slept with them, but nothing has ever hit me like this. The way she looked at me. It did something. My heart is hers. Is there hope? Congratulations, sir. You are into women who are confident and forward with you. She thinks Cards Against Humanity is fun. It's best to move on. Yeah, sorry. You're only legally allowed to enjoy that card game if you are a millennial born before 1994. How do we make femboys more accessible for the straight crowd? There's a huge portion of straight men who would love a submissive bitch like that, but they'll never give it a chance because of stigma. One of my friends summarized it pretty well.
I wouldn't mind trying, but nobody could ever know about this, and I'd hate the stress of hiding my relationships.
Here, let me fix what you're trying to say.
How do we make gay schmecks more accessible for straight people?
I mean, contrary to what your bi brain may believe, takes a little more than just looking good in yoga pants to make a straight guy into you. At least not the ones that aren't desperate.
No fur. Only 2 legs. No claws. Schmitty jaw that can't bite anything. Can just throw sticks and walk. Throw stick. Ew, it hurts. Run away. Get wrecked, ape cocks, Lamau. Stop for a rest. As I try to regen HP, Ape Man comes walking over hill. So I have to run again. Can't get as far as stamina has already taken a hit. Well, not long into rest, sure enough. Ape is back again. God, he's still just walking. I can only run so far. He just keeps walking.
Her before quickly pulls out their smartphone and logs on to Reddit. God, this is freaking bullshit. I'm sick of the server admins doing frick all about it. This is clear infinite stamina exploit, and this F tier character should not be taking on S tiers and winning just because of one piece of its kit. Now, I am starting a change.org petition so the devs sort this bull out because I'm just going to stop playing until this bull is fixed. The least psychotic meal in feudal Japan.
The Shogun sends you a message saying he will eat with you. He arrives the next month with 50 servants and retainers. First round of drinks is 3 bowls of sake. Second round of drinks is 3 bowls of sake. Third round of drinks is 3 bowls of sake. You haven't eaten anything yet. Pass around dried chestnuts and abalone, but you aren't allowed to eat them. You have to pretend to eat them and just put it in your pocket when no one is looking. You can eat some chilled barley noodles though. But okay, banquet begins! You get 3 trays of food. You aren't allowed to touch it until the Shogun does. Eat rice first. Eat some soup. Then eat rice. Then eat soup. Now you are allowed to eat the food. Just kidding! There's a taxidermied bird full of roast meat. You can't eat it. There's a bunch of abalone decorated with beautiful paper. You can't eat that either. There are 32 dishes of beautiful and elaborately prepared food which you are not allowed to eat. You can eat the soup and pickled vegetables and maybe some raw fish. You have to pay for all this. You are broke. The Shogun takes your land and levies a 3,000% tax on your city.
My face when... Well, time to start an uprising. Always hear about how Michael Cartwheelione is one of the most cunning characters in film history. I finally watched The Godfather expecting some galaxy brain Machiavellian Schmidt. Dude, his master plan was to just freaking shoot everybody he doesn't like. And that's why the people who start shooting things up think he's a cunning and smart man.
Be me, lifting in the garage. Mom walks in with a plate of tendies with Chinese sauce. I always told Mom not to come into the garage while I lifted. I always told Mom to never look me in my eyes while I lifted. That's where my demons hide. She made eye contact. The plate fell from her hands. The young man she had been raising had turned into a fricked up beast. She covers her mouth with both her hands as she lets out a yelp, turns around and runs away. I put Rusty Barbell down, calmly walk up to the mirror and smash it as I see the beast too.
I mean, gosh dang it, Fit. We were gonna go shopping this weekend. What do I do now? It really confuses me because I really cannot tell where the line is with a lot of these sort of posts on Anon, if they're like satire or they're genuinely this full of themselves. Going out with friends for the first time in a while, and we're having fun. Suddenly, people start talking about height. Girl asks me how tall I am. I drunkenly say 5'5". Oh, you're small. Awkward silence in the group. That's it, I give up. Frick life, I'm gonna die alone. Doing a psychology degree at university. Attending a tutor group session. One of the guys there is amazingly hot. Looks like Tony from the old Skins TV show. Can't even concentrate because of how much of a cute little pretty boy he is. After tutor ended, I approached him and said that some of the concepts in the material confused me. Ooh, and if he wanted to help me study tomorrow, go to his place. To my annoyance, the entire time was spent with him actually helping me with the material. I give him several hints and signs I like him and want to take it further, to which he seems oblivious. In the end, I just sit cross-legged while wearing a skirt and just let him look at my underwear. But still, he does nothing. Why are moids like this?
Just ask him out. Don't overthink things. Fall asleep on my keyboard. Polls in the thread agree with me.
Be me, visiting cousins after many years of not seeing them. They had a daughter in that time and I'm meeting her for the first time. Talk with cousins and see their 3-year-old daughter. Crouch down and smile. Hi, I'm Anon. I'm your uncle. She hides behind my cousin-in-law's leg. Don't worry, Anon, she's like that with new people. I feel disappointed, but I understand the feeling. Sitting on couch looking through my phone when kiddo walks by, so I wave at her and stick my arm out for a fist bump. She runs and hides. I sigh and go back onto my phone. Now a couple minutes later,
Uncle Anon, what are you looking at?
I'm shocked by her approach, but I smile, showing her my chat with my friend.
Do you have games, Uncle Anon?
I smile at her and open up a child-friendly game for her to watch. Fast forward a few days later, cousins need to run an errand and leave me with the kiddo. I smile at her. Hey, you want to go on a walk with Uncle Anon? Well, she shyly nods as we go outside and walk around the park with her stroller. I buy her some ice cream. A little bit of ice cream ends up on her cheek. Oh, kid, be careful. So I take a napkin and wipe it off as she smiles and giggles. My heart smiles a little. I place her in the stroller and walk her home. Hey, don't tell mommy I got you some ice cream. Thanks for taking care of her, Anon. No problem. I wink at her. Then she holds out her fist out for a fist bump. My heart feels so happy to see her accept me. Give her a fist bump and smile.
I want to be a dad, Anons.
Have horrible acne since high school. Try multiple skincare routines. Get actual medication for my acne. Spend copious amounts of money on skincare product bullshit throughout the years. Visit my parents on Christmas and forget to bring any kind of soap. So I use an old bottle of Head & Shoulders for everything.
Oh, hey, Anon, your acne's looking better.
Keep using Head & Shoulders on my face for the lulz. My face went immediate results.
The skincare industry is the modern equivalent of snake oil.
Ugh, Dr. Strange, I just can't handle how you try to solve problems. It's like so toxic and annoying.
When did this terrible writing trope of women breaking up with men for actually trying to be helpful come from? Well, I mean, to be fair, this man basically just left his entire original life and style, which she was a part of, to pursue magic, like a whole entirely different realm of life, went out to meet old friends and acquaintances.
You got a job yet, Anon?
Not yet. I'm searching, man.
It's been 2 years already. Why are you still like this? You plan to be a wifeless, childish otaku, bro? Everyone else starts chuckling. Literally sweated so freaking hard my shirt is visibly wet. They saw that and continued to poke fun at me until they changed topic about some random political stuff. I can't take it anymore.
I can't even green arrow correctly. I hate myself.
Boss calls me into office. Hey, Anon, we notice you've been cold and unwelcoming to your new coworkers. Unless you fix that, you're unfortunately done here. Sorry, I'm autistic.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry, Anon. Get back to work. There's no issue here.
Wow, I'm not even autistic, but that was easy.
Game has morally good and bad routes and choices. Always play the good guy. Try to play the asshole route to spice it up for once. Immediately feel bad and reload save to correct it. Why can't I do it, bros? You're just a natural friend. Just a good guy. Just a good old-hearted, good-natured guy with a beautiful smile. He just love being a good guy. Met a girl in uni work group. Ultra broken English with a strong Russian accent. Cute. Talk about video games and go out together a few times. Invite me over to her place. Hell yes. Arrive at her place, she lets me in. Her pets, a Prussian Blue and Rottweiler, come after hearing me at the door. Those are my pets, cat and dog. No. What are they called? She gets the biggest eating grin imaginable. She points at the cat. He is dog. What.jpg. Then she points at the dog. She is cat. About to correct her as she's giggling. It is short for Katerina and Douglas. Ah, she's the one, bros. That's silly. That's funny and it's clever. That's all I need in a woman. She's the one, bros. Takes Onion's boy diet, Smugly makes a vid on how it didn't do anything. Years later makes a vid. He looks like this now. He's barely 30. Onions is a twink killer confirmed. Hey, you leave him alone. He just made a great video. We get one a year. It's like Groundhog's Day. If H Bomber guy sees his reflection, we don't get a video for another few months. He did make a very good video though. Play as a girl, look down, get horny. Why do it be like that? Cause I don't know, man. That's a question for you and God. Godzilla -1 budget. I've yet to see this movie. I need to watch it. 15 million USD. 15 million budget, outperforming Disney's multiple 200 to 300 million budget movies this year. How did she do it? Oh, by being good. Yeah. Buys an IP made for boys, replace all boy characters with girls, says it's not for boys, it's for everyone, says it's explicitly female, fire your last male lead, lose billions, forcing it to be just women. What is this post about? I just had to Google Disney fires last male lead to see what they're talking about here. What IP is this about? I don't understand. Dating a blind girl. All of her friends are blind. Love that she holds my arm when we're out. Love that she eventually got used to my apartment and can now navigate around by herself. Love that her guide dog is super friendly and always on the job to help her. Love that her family sees me as a great person because her being blind doesn't bother me. Love that she doesn't use the internet because it's too much hassle. Love that she requests I read new books for her in my voice and record them so she has her own boyfriend audiobook library. Why haven't you taken the blind pill, Annan? Oh, just because, we don't see eye to eye. Sorry, that's a dumb joke. 2025. GTA 6 finally arrives. First ever female protagonist in GTA history. 495 gigabyte download. Oh well, clear every game in your inventory. 30-hour install. Boot up the game. 2-hour update. Install. Start game. Opening scene. You're getting vigorously piped down by the male side character. That's my game of the year. Oh, come on. Come on, we love them. Hey guys, it's Critical. Today we're making yet another clip from my live stream of me watching a YouTube video that somebody else made and getting 1 million views for what little I add in words. With my boring, dry, tired, hey, be nice to them. We're both Florida boys. We got a lot in common. Also, for comedic effect, I will stretch the image on the YouTube thumbnail for the billionth time. Please laugh. Hey man, people like his intake. People like his insight. I think it's a good racket. I like the guy. And listen, man, he's my YouTuber. Leave him alone. Criticizes Chris Pratt's voice performance in the Mario movie. Gets butthurt when people criticizes his performance in Yakuza. Name a bigger bitch in video games. Well, seeing as I was just talking about him earlier and he made a video on this guy, probably Tommy Tallarico. But also don't get hurt if someone criticizes your voice. I mean, I'm sure like if I ever get the honor to voice in a game, there's gonna be people who hate my performance. But I got to have my name in the credits of a video game. I think that's pretty cool. I'll take that. Get better with my craft over time. Don't take it negatively. Like, oh, people are dicks, but at the end of the day, who's in the video game? Be me, 20. Older sister asked me to watch her kids so she and her husband can have a date night. Very annoyed, but agree. A couple days later, hang out with 4-year-old niece. Take her to the park, nobody there. Push her on the swing. Play tag on the playground with her. Play hide and seek. Watch out for her as she balances across the low stone walls that hold mulch on the playground. Play many more games together. Some kids show up and play with her. I get a break and talk with their moms. They tell me that I'm such a good dad for playing with my daughter. Don't have the heart to tell them she's actually my niece. 2.5 hours later, niece tires out, carry her home, make ravioli and grilled asparagus for dinner. After dinner, watch sea life documentaries together on the couch. She falls asleep in my lap. I really want kids now, bros. I haven't had this much fun in ages. I need to find a fembot. A what? I looked it up. This is a robot that looks like a woman, so I can have a family. Kids are just so precious. He discovered the joy of being a father, but then ruined it by saying fembot. We were riding so high for him that it went downhill. Great grandpa died. Know for a fact he had his 1911 he was issued from when he served. Nobody in family is anti-gun, but nobody really cares about guns that much either. Most anybody but me owns is a Mossberg 500. Let everybody know I want that gun. I'll buy it. I don't care how much. Grandma got the 1911, was gonna give it to me. Went to the gun store to get it transferred because she doesn't really get how freedom works. Guy at the gun store talks her into trading it in for a first generation S&W M&P in 40. Go to the gun store and attempt to buy it from them. Nah, don't know what you're talking about, man. Check out this Kimber though, we have a great price on it. Ooh, that's tough, dude. Poor grandma didn't know, and now he's being a tough businessman. Grand Theft Auto 6 will have a playable female protagonist, report claims. Stumble on a random male NPC, fight starts, get one punch in the face, dies. No, I wouldn't say it's that quick. The ferocity of one kick to the balls is documented in history. The male NPCs have a weakness. Giant weak spot. In the original Cyberpunk board game, if the GM decides that the story is over, then they use Adam Smasher to end it. Rather violently at that. He's not supposed to be beatable. CDPR did this guy dirty. Who's Adam Smasher? I haven't played Cyberpunk, so I have no idea who this is. Adam Smasher is a full Borg. So what? Is he just like supposed to be the final boss of final bosses? Is that his whole thing? Be me! First year engineering student. Forced to take an engineering ethics class. Drilled into us that a lot of what we learn can be used to cause harm, and we need to be careful. Be me. Second year engineering student. Forced to take another engineering ethics course. Drilled into us that we have an obligation to society to use our skills for betterment. Be me. Third year engineering student. Learned that Lockheed Martin sponsors my school's engineering program. Get offered a 6-figure job building missile targeting systems at LM. My counselors and professors pushed me to take the job. It's so over for this race. Is alimony really that bad? In before, Brendan Fraser. Is worse. Imagine paying money to an ex who cheated on you while you have split custody of your offspring. She's literally stealing half of her own child's future because she refuses to grow up and get a job. What's alimony for? I'm actually uneducated in this. Alimony is what? It's to provide financial support to the spouse before or after marital separation or divorce. Interesting. I'm trying to think about where that would come into play. I'm not well versed in this kind of stuff, so I'm not sure like exactly qualifies for alimony. I live in I think it's like if one spouse earns more than the other, then like maybe that's just in California. But I could see why that would come in, especially if there's split custody. I don't know. I'm not educated enough to give a take on that. If it's really the worst thing in the world. Did Brendan Fraser have to pay alimony? Oh man. Yeah, he was forced to pay $900 grand a year in alimony. That's a crazy amount of money. Especially because like around that time, those payments were really hard to make for him because he stopped acting, didn't he? Or at least like really slowed. That's tough. Biblically accurate angels, mature anime, lost media, unconventional Christmas movies, uncanny valley, liminal spaces, strangely familiar places, all tomorrows, Junji Ito, Akira, Neon Evangelion, Serial Experiment Lane, 4chan's an anime website, simulation theory, so bad it's good. Full soy face. We're having the biggest chungus moment right about now. Don't know anything about Danish cuisine? Look up famous Danish foods. First result is long eggs. What the f is wrong with you? What is long eggs? That's and you slice it traditionally? Like it's a piece of meat? Wait, this is baller. That's funny. Honey, you've barely touched your long egg. Ray Skywalker. Absolute garbage. I left the theater after I heard it. Yeah, no shit. That's when the movie ended. You're supposed to. Riding on elevator, door opens, 2 guys and a girl get on. Great. Look up at the ceiling so I don't have to acknowledge the existence of other people. Suddenly the woman pipes up. It's okay to say hi, you know. Look at her. Realize she's famous, but I have no idea who she is. 2 guys must be her bodyguards. Tap my ear and mouth. I'm on the phone. There's nothing in my ear, by the way. No earbuds or Bluetooth or no nothing. She looks confused and sort of sad. Get off at my floor. Yeah, sorry, it was just someone on the elevator. Still don't know who it was. Dude, reality check for her, huh? I feel like every famous person can do with one of those, but I also feel like once you reach a certain level, that's kind of preferred, right? The normalcy? Witness pulls gun on the district attorney. It jams and the district attorney punches and disarms him. Carbon fiber, 28 caliber, made in China. If you want to kill a public servant, Mr. Maroney, I suggest you buy American. Then the whole audience clapped. As a non-American, I still don't understand whether this was meant to be satire or not. I'm not a gun guy, so I don't know either. Maybe it was... Maybe? I don't know. Trans girl. Live in a conservative state with my dad. Dad is a gun-loving center-right Republican. Dad saw all the anti-trans political stuff happening on the news. Dad asked me how I feel about moving to a blue state so I can be comfortable and happy. Aw, hey, that's sweet. TFW, my dad loves me after all. Cause listen, you're his daughter, you're his kid, and he's gonna protect his kid at all costs. That's what's up. I f***ed up, bros. Talking to my GS friend, she mentioned she's on her period. Mentions it makes her act up in passing comment. What the f*** does she mean? Act up? Ask her. Bluntly says it makes her horny. Already treading treacherous ground at this point. Try to break the ice and say the same happens with my GF. She chuckles. Crisis averted. Says she hasn't had any in a while. At this point, I'm rock hard and come on, man. Lose all sense of reason. I ask if she needs a hand. She immediately screen caps it and sends it to my GF. How the f do I get her this one? Dude, I mean, you... dummy. Real dummy hours. Fucking need a hand? Dummy. Stupid. It's horrible. You say download Tinder. That's your move. You tell them, hey, there's apps for that. You go solve that. Or, you know, move on from the topic. Ideally, be me a week ago. High as balls at 1 in the morning downtown. Find a random Chinese food place. Munchies.jpg. Go inside. Place is greasy as all hell. 2 other people there. Only staff I see is 1 guy at the counter. Order food and sit. Reeks like cigs. Eat. Best food I've ever eaten. The sheer flavor in each bite is like 1,000 exploding stars on my tongue. Leave feeling the best I've felt in years. Go home and sleep it off. Today, search the entirety of downtown. Chinese place is gone without a trace. What the f? It's there when you need it most and goes on to help the next poor soul. At work, working with a Zoomer, he asks for some files. Send him a .zip. Hey Annan, the file you sent me is broken. Figured it got corrupted, rezip and send again. It's still broken, Annan. Goes to his computer. He shows me how it's broken. Find out that Zoomers have no idea what zip files are. How are Zoomers somehow less technologically inclined than literal boomers? I don't know. I actually had no idea that there would be people who didn't know how zip files work. That's a culture shock to me. Feels like it's a folder with a zip on it. It feels obvious. Be me, 19-year-old 6'6" university student. Most of the contact hours are spent on groups of 8 to 13 people. Be with the same girl on back-to-back courses. She's about 5'5", blonde, piercing blue eyes, kind, smart, funny, and modest. We have to do a project in pairs, so I ask her. She sits next to me when there's other closer seats available. We work together a bit and she seems to enjoy talking to me. She texts me saying she's a bit ill and asks if we can reschedule. Chat for a bit and I say I hope she's feeling better soon. She responds with a red heart emoji. Obviously, I'm not going to start anything till our project is done, but do you guys think I might be in there? She's really lovely. Well, don't take that as a sure sign. Like that's not. Don't take the single red heart as the go-ahead. Don't. Bad move. I hope it works well though. Be me, playing video on a Sunday night. Phone rings. It's Mom. Annan, do you know what powered the initial versions of the F-104 Starfighter? Huh? .jpg. The General Electric J79 fed by 2 radial-mounted half-shot cone intakes. Why are you asking? Hear a muffled cheer in the background. Turns out my parents were playing a trivia night and used me as their lifeline. MFW, being an aviation nerd, won my parents 10 grand. Hey, good job. Niche interests working out. Be me, student of health, only male in class of 30. One day, teacher's talking about something or another. And on a 7-point scale, how much do you want kids when you're older? Immediately snaps out of my trance. Embarrassing as it may be, I have always wanted kids. Answer truthfully. I don't know, like 6? Teacher smiles and switches to the next slide. It was found in a study that a high desire for children correlated with low testosterone and more female characteristics. Damn, what the f, teach? Entire class starts laughing at me. Should I have just gone into bricklaying? That teacher's mean, dude. Peter, I don't want to hear about your 2 jobs, university internship, dead parents, dead uncle, and 1 living related soul who is a sick old lady, financial struggles, loss of your house, and your scooter that got demolished in a car accident. Why didn't you show up to my play? I have to f Chad now. Bye. Roll credits. 260 pounds. This was considered comically obese in 1990. What would that scale say today? Got my ass beat when I was 7 because I called my mom by her name. Got my ass beat so quick I thought calling a parent by their name was a super forbidden satanic bullshit thing. Steadily forgot my mom's entire name as I grew up and never questioned it. If her name was brought up in a conversation, I thought whoever was talking about some random person. Fast forward to 2 months ago, she passed away. Her headstone was processed and it had the name Christina on it. The entire family was around and I thought someone else had died other than my mom, with their name chiseled into the headstone. I opened my mouth and asked my sister who Christina was. Immediately the whole room went quiet and my sister screamed at me, wondering how I didn't know my mom's actual name. I went into detail why. Then I got called a piece of shit. Oh, there's no winning, man. The majority of the family hasn't talked to me in weeks. Is there a way I could mend this situation? I mean, I don't know. Fuck, man, get a new family, I guess. No skins, no progression, no balance changes, no new content, no events, no brand tie-ins. How didn't boomers get bored out of their mind playing this shit? Because it was fun. Why didn't he turn into a snake? Trade secret, Mr. President. Particle bean and a wristwatch, snake holster on the leg. I was watching this Rick and Morty episode with a friend and he started laughing, saying it was a really clever joke. I don't get it personally. So yeah, he tricked people into thinking his particle beam turned them into snakes, but what's so funny about it? I'm not gonna get it either. I don't know why that's funny. I'm not gonna pretend to know why that's funny. Uncle texts me saying if I could babysit his 8-year-old son because he wants a night alone with his wife. Agreed because he's a hard-working man and I know he needs a break. They bring him over. He also brought a non-working Samsung phone because he loves it for some reason. We watch SpongeBob, I cook him dinner, and we eat. At this point, I don't really know what to do to entertain him besides watching a movie or any other show. Idea.exe. Grab my precision screwdriver set. Tell him we're gonna open the phone to see if there's anything wrong inside it. Oh, dude, this is cute. Wait, his eyes are shining as I instruct him how to unscrew the tiny screws in the phone. Does it like a pro. He takes the back cover off. I notice that there are 2 crooked connectors. I tell him what it is, instruct him how to plug it back on. Instruct him to screw the phone back on, tell him to hold the power button, the screen lights up. He has the most pure, joyful, happiest face I've ever seen in my life. That's a core memory for him, and now he's gonna be fascinated with taking things apart. You've created a new interest for him. That's awesome. Hear that sprinting increases testosterone due to fight or flight. Figure that if I sprint and listen to lion roaring sound effects, I could double the effects. Gonna wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow and do some sprints while listening to lions roaring. Has anyone tried this? Any scientific proof that this works? I mean, I gotta see the updates now. That puts me invested, dude. I gotta see what happens. Past 4 years been saving all my vacation days. Plan was to eventually have enough vacation days that I could live off a full paycheck workless for an extended period. Just found out that vacation days do not stack. I keep none of the days I didn't use at the end of each year. Life. Be me. Work for a big organization. New, huge building. My office is on the 4th floor. Every morning the lifts are crowded no matter how early it is. Check the stairs. Abandoned. Start taking the stairs exclusively. Feel energized throughout the day. Coworkers started joining me. Even we're just gonna say the big guy is joining. FFW. Humidity issues in the stairwell. Black mold started to spread everywhere. Coworkers stopped taking the stairs. Filed a complaint. Received an answer. The stairs are for emergency use only. You were advised to use the many lifts located in the attached map as shown. MFW, I still take the stairs. Todd Howard is forced to make a documentary for Bethesda. He spends 2 minutes talking about their older games. That's it. Valve makes a documentary. It's over an hour long and it literally talks about philosophy and how they incorporated that into their game design. How they put so much effort in just doing small stuff like bullet hole decals or writing a new type of sound reverb engine that nobody else did before to make you actually feel like you were at Black Mesa. Gabe is still supporting Linux, runs a company with well-paid workers that isn't held hostage by the stock market, and gives daily deals for all his games and indie devs a platform to shine against the growing monopolization of the games industry. As far as billionaires go, Gabe is probably the least evil one. And I mean, Steam has its problems, but there's a reason they love Gabe Newell. Be an advanced alien race capable of intergalactic travel, have shoulder-mounted laser cannons, nuke gauntlets, personal cloaking tech, etc. Tend to use none of it intelligently, sometimes opt not to use it at all. Get hyper-advanced ass kicked by monkeys armed with black powder weapons. Man, Predators kind of f***ing suck. Yeah, I mean, they get their asses kicked all the time by beings less powerful than them. It's because it's not an honorable kill to them yet. It's gotta be honorable for them to kill it. In this game, you play as a cat. Holy shit, that's awesome. Lost in a mysterious robot world. That's It's really f***ing neat, with a snarky robot sidekick who speaks English and never shuts up. Oh, that's, all the robots are just people but metal, and the game is you doing fetch quests for them. The gameplay is walking and contextually pressing X, and you play as a cat! Close tab. I've never played Stray, so I can't vouch for whether or not that's an accurate description of the game. Is that how the game works? It's got really popular reviews. It can't be that bad, is it? I mean, if it's just like a linear game, that's fine. I don't think there's an issue with that. Main character is black, no media controversy, is well loved, story is Kino. How did Telltale pull it off? It's a good game. 27 years old. Was that Kingdom Hearts? KH Virgin? I don't know what that is. Meet a 31-year-old cute single mom. She has a 7-year-old boy. Starts showing interest in me. Thinks I'm cool, flirts, eventually asks me out. The date was awesome. I was nervous and she thought it was cute. Drops her at her place, the nanny is just leaving. Hey Anna, my kid is already sleeping. Don't you want to come in? Holy shit, it's happening. .jpg. Small talk on the couch. She jumps on top of me and starts making out with me. Sex.jpg. I've never felt so happy in life. Been together for 2 months. Her kid is a cool guy. Loves dinosaurs. We go to the museum, see some fossils. I buy him ice cream and a toy triceratops. Uncle Anna, this is the best day ever. Aw. For the first time in my life, I feel a fraction of what being a father is like. I feel purpose and drive. My job doesn't seem pointless anymore. I look forward to meeting them and doing family stuff together. Am I making a huge mistake? I think I'm gonna marry this woman and adopt a little guy. I think that's sweet. I think if having children is something you want, it's really sweet. Not for me personally, but it's really cute to see people like find that whole new world of like, oh, this is like another purpose. It's really cute. BCDPR. Make third of the map a greenhouse. Still not enough food to feed the entire Night City. What do they eat? I don't know. We waited 12 years for this. Soak it in, man. Be me, flat as a board. Decide to stop wearing bras because annoying. Wear a lot of crop tops / thin shirts. Sometimes outline of nipples are visible. Catch one of my friends staring one day. Mind blown. Is this what girls with big knockers feel like all the time? What a phrase, big knockers. It was strangely ego boosting, holy shit. Good for her, she got an ego boost. Get sentenced to death in a court of law. Can end up free if you agree to fight to the death and win. Can get someone else to fight for you. Who came up with this garbage? And Pedro Pascal lost that fight too, and he's so handsome. What are the long-term effects of Skibidi Toilet and similar Gen A brain rot going to be? So far, I can observe that it seems to be giving today's children some kind of ADHD or psychosis. I work in a school and absolutely hate having to deal with the children who watch this garbage. Attention span absolutely annihilated. Cannot stay still for 5 seconds. They need stimulation 24/7. Constantly yelling, Skibidi Toilet, yay, yay! So loud I can hear it down the hall. Think loud sounds and incomprehensible gibberish is the peak of comedy. Zero social skills at all. Vocabulary is severely lacking for their ages. Casual cursing and moaning. Yeah, people going, oh yeah. Yep, don't you, yeah. That's been around even before Gen A. Absolutely zero respect. They feel comfortable punching and kicking teachers when they don't get their way. Unironically, what can be done about this, bros? I give thanks to Jesus that I didn't grow up with things like Skibidi Toilet. We had MLG and stuff like that, but I had substance. My brain rot was substance filled. Come on, man. Every generation's got brain rot. School with teachers with hormones out of control. Teaching students spells like Obliviate, Imperio, Wingardium Leviosa, Colloportus, Petrificus Totalis. Yeah, I'm sure nothing bad happens. I don't know what most of those spells do, so I'm not gonna pretend like I know this joke. Be me, 9 years old. Shopping at Toys R Us. Pick out some Barbie dolls. Go to checkout. Clerk smiles and asks, oh, are you shopping for your sister or cousin? Nope, for me. Aren't those toys a little girly for you? I need some horrors for my G.I. Joes. Damn, alright, man. Like, I just work here, dude. Sees weird space octopus man, goes insane. LMAO, garbage writing. Y'all literally go insane whenever you see a trans person. He wasn't too far-fetched. And there's no reply. Empty after that, soulless like his eyes. We're gonna take that as a trans win. Try taking my family to a fun, calming nature hike in the American wilderness. Pick out an easy, flat footpath. Trail is made of a wooden bridge over a beautiful marshland in fall. Super easy. Lots of sights, including mountain views and waterfalls. Family gets 300 meters in and turns around. Mother, what are you even doing this for? Are we going into town on the other side? It's a loop. Sisters, ew, we got mud all over our sneakers. It's less than 50 meters of mud trail before the boardwalk. One of them is nearly 30, by the way. Why do I even try? Honestly, I was hoping to find one person I could go on hikes with, but I guess it wasn't their jam. Dude, I still haven't hiked yet. I'd love to try it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Gets an opportunity to have every wish of hers granted, immediately turns herself white. What? What did Disney mean by this? Is that what happens in Wish? I haven't seen anything much about Wish other than like people not liking it. And also I saw this post that like, I don't know if it was real or not, but it talked about how Wish sets up like a shared universe. I have no idea what happens in this movie. Writers create character with views they disagree with and despise, tries to make him unlikable, ends up being one of the most beloved characters. Why does this always happen? Well, it's hard to dislike a character who's, played by Jensen Ackles. Very classically handsome man. It's hard for me to dislike him. So you might want to start there. It's usually what it is. The character, they hate the character, but they love the actor. And they love Jensen Ackles.
The plant Pokemon. Throw leaves and seeds at the opponent's Pokemon. The water Pokemon. It'll moisten the enemy and blow bubbles at them. The fire Pokemon. Freaking incinerates its enemies with blazing hot flames. Wow, what a difficult decision to make. Wow, someone's a little biased. I want Squirtle to blow bubbles at my enemies and watch them die. Meet Autistic Girl. She's just like me, OMG. Really into sci-fi? Okay. Go on date. She keeps talking about internet stuff. Touch on anime. She suddenly asks, what is is it husbando? Husbando? It doesn't matter. And if it's like a male waifu. Yeah. Says her first one was General Grievous and how super cool he was. Conversation derails. Reveals to me she has a robot fetish and wishes she could change her body to be taller and stronger and prettier. Like a robot or just in general? What do I do now? That was super awkward and I have no way to respond. Sounds like that's a you problem, for sure. She's out there living her best life, and you're complaining about how awkward the situation was on 4chan? Come on! What's your daily routine look like? Here's mine. Rise, piss, finish pissing, and brush teeth with activated charcoal, not toothpaste. Okay. Cold shower, below freezing. Step out of shower and shake body like a dog. Arrive at gym and ingest 700 milligrams of caffeine and eat whole chicken alive. Lift. Full body, 40 sets and 2 half reps. Send a bomb threat to an orphanage. Clock into shift at my job, the gym. Ignore customers and lift. Full body, 40 sets of 2 half reps. Clock out of work, bomb orphanage. Arrive home and speed read Dr. Seuss books. Dinner, green tea and a pack of cigarettes. Listen to AMR and Edge for 3 hours. Play chess against the man that lives in my walls. Screw bitches, several. Go for a midnight run. Chasing women. Edge for 3 hours. Boiling hot shower. Sleep. God damn, you sleep for 5 minutes a day? You are a monster! I mean, for real though, look at that shit. Be me, 29-year-old, virgin. Somehow I got herpes. I hate my life. It's over. I don't know much about herpes, but that seems a bit sus, right? Dude, it's not like other shooters. It opens with a train ride. Then you stand around and listen to people talk. This is the future. Did boomers really piss and shit and fart their pants over this slop? I mean, it wasn't the boomers, I don't think. I think it was the millennial kids. Wait, because was it 99, 98 that this originally came out? Would have been a mix. But not the boomers, would have been Gen X and some baby millennials. Sorry, at that point, we could have had like 18-year-old millennials or something. It doesn't really matter, regardless. I like that. Yo, this is the future. Complains about the first like 20, 30 minutes of the game, maximum, when the game's like 8 to 10 hours minimum. Dude, what the fuck are you complaining about? Whoa, it opens with a train ride, and then you listen to people talk, and then actually the game goes off the rails and gets crazy. What are you complaining about? That a game had an intro? Like they all do? Never met a funny German person. Your women must be freaking bored to death. Okay, want to hear a funny joke? An Englishman and an American go into a bar. It was a gay bar. Wait a minute. What are you trying to say, pal? Sit down and watch my boyfriend play. He's a healer. Yo, healer's actually the most alpha class. Without you, the entire group would fail. You're keeping everyone alive. Well, that and tank. I guess it depends on what game you're playing. But in my experiences going dungeoneering or instancing, whatever you want to call it, in WoW when I was a kid, yeah, healer, absolutely. But also, without your tank, the hunter better have a hell of a pet. Oh, that's all I'm saying, man. Graduate. Get new job at $80K a year. Bro, I'm rich! Get first check. Feds and state take $1,000. Calculate everything. Government takes almost half my money. Get a used car and cheap apartment. Car and rent take almost everything else of my income. Do I work just to feed the machine? What's the point of getting a high-paying job? Screw this shit. Wait, where in the hell do you screwed something up? If 50% of your paycheck when you're making only $80,000 a year, 50%? Dude, I think I pay like 16%. And I'm self-employed. What in the actual shit are you doing wrong? You're doing something, dude. And then, Farty Poop 69 did the unthinkable. Poop Stain 55 would go on for the next 5 years. Then a simple Discord message from Furboy XXX changed everything. Now, using the PP Poo Poo strat, I can't even freaking read that. Finally shaved 2 frames off the word record. Who watches this shit? A lot of people. Are you a little envious? A lot of people watch those. Hell, when one of these drops, my whole house gets reverent and silent and throws it up on the TV because these people are crazy, but in an awesome way, all right? Now tell me the bank account. Wait, what are you doing? Mr. Bond, stop coming! Stop coming. Literally impossible. Oh, come, Mr. Bond. You disappoint me. I don't think that's how the movie went. I don't know how to say that name. Andras Toma? Hungarian? Be drafted into World War II. Get captured near Krakow by Russians. So, be ill, so they send you to a hospital in Russia. None of the Russian doctors know Hungarian, and think that you're just speaking gibberish. Be sent to a mental hospital. Stay there for decades without any conversation. Eventually, a Slovakian comes around and recognizes that you're speaking an actual language. Finally get released in 2000. Is this real? Because that's one of the scariest fucking things I've ever read in my goddamn life. Microsoft came crawling back. EA came crawling back. Ubisoft came crawling back. Square Enix came crawling back. Activision came crawling back. Blizzard came crawling back. Convinced Sony to put their games on PC. Now, direct competitor is hit with layoffs. Is he becoming too powerful? Look, I hate monopolies as much as the next guy. Steam is unfortunately something I love, and whenever a game exclusively comes out on another platform, I bitch about it, alright? Alan Wake 2's not releasing on Steam, at least not for the first year or whatever. I am going to play it. I will buy it on that other platform, but when it eventually comes out on Steam, I will be buying it and only playing it there forever. You know, it sucks. It does. I totally understand. Valve is starting to get a little too big for its britches with Steam, man. Just a pinch. But, to be as fair as possible, they're the only ones to have done it really, really well. Everyone else is I don't know, man. Pirate game. Dev literally loses money due to a single install tax. Well, what's your argument now? Not my problem. Yeah! Watch news, Taylor Swift. Go on YouTube, Taylor Swift. Go on Reddit, Taylor Swift. Go on 4chan, Taylor Swift. What kind of psyop even is this? Why are all the wealthiest and most powerful organizations in the world all working in unison to promote Taylor Swift? I don't know, she had a movie that just came out. Maybe they were all doing it so that, you know, they would go see the movie. I think it's made $40 million so far, and it's been out for 1 day, so I'd say that's pretty successful, and the psyop worked. How do people have casual sex? Invited to drinks with coworker. She's a 40-year-old... Oh, you're one of those guys. Get drinks and have a good time. We screw. Post-nut clarity hits and realize what I'm doing. Bros, how do people have casual sex? It feels so wrong. I didn't even really enjoy it, and I'm filled with regret. Definitely going back to voluntary... Wait, what? Some people can handle having casual sex. That's totally normal. Some people can't. You're one of those people that just doesn't like it, and there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you need somebody who is, I don't know, a long-term partner. You have to have that romantic attraction in order to really enjoy the act and not feel weird afterwards. That's normal, dude. It's also totally fine to be the opposite. Nothing wrong with either of these things. Just get yourself a significant other, right? Be me. Ask girl out on date last Friday. She says yes. Meeting up next Saturday. Everything is fine. Gay best friend finds out. Gets super mad and storms out of room when he finds out. Time skip to today. Gay guy keeps whispering to the girl when he thinks I'm not looking. She didn't text me for the entire weekend when she used to text me every day. Tried talking to her. Gay guy interjects himself in our conversation. Ask the girl to go see something with him real quick. Leaves me just sitting alone. How does one beat up a gay guy without being homophobic or any other response to getting rid of a jealous gay guy? How does one beat up a gay guy without being... Do you have homophobia in your heart? because it doesn't feel like, this guy's gay. It feels like, this guy's being a dick and ruining my chances at something. That's a little different. However, I don't think you should be kicking anybody's ass. Just, don't do that. But it's clear she's got a toxic ass best friend for sure. I don't know why he rejected my humble request for his daughter's hand in marriage, honey. You called my dad Mr. Vietnamese man. What? Hello, Mr. Vietnamese man. I'd love to marry your daughter because we've been dating for 2 years. I'll be very good to her and will take care of you and your wife, if you need it, when you age. May I have your blessing? Will this work? She throats dick like it's better than oxygen and rides like she's trying to break a record. Okay. You're gonna give the guy silver? Call him hello, Mr. Vietnamese man. And the only reason you want to marry this person is because they're good at the sex. Trust me, you're gonna want more. You're gonna want a lot more than that out of somebody you're gonna be spending your freaking life with, Dingleberry. Hey, Anon, want to get drinks after work? It's my birthday tomorrow. Let's have drinks. I could really go for a drink right now. Drinks on the weekend, bro? Let's go out for a drink. Drinks. What the hell is wrong with normies? What's wrong with normies? Well, it's that there's a giant liquor complex in the United States. I mean, in a lot of places, sure. Everybody's at least borderline alcoholic because we all work ourselves to death for $2 an hour. That's what's wrong with the normies, okay? And alcohol is dirt cheap and you can buy it almost anywhere. And unfortunately, it feels nice to be tipsy, you dipshit. Okay? We're all living in a hellscape right now. And it sucks that alcohol is there because it is not good. Be me. Have a divorced, emotionally stunted parents. Okay? Grown up to be the same. Fast forward to having a son. Love him to death, but can't bring myself to say it to his face. He kept complaining about being bullied at school. Told him to man up and defend himself. One day waiting to pick him up, 4 to 5 kids pushed him and start curb stomping him. I ran out with a killing intent in my eyes. The bullies were scared and ran away. I heard my son calling me from behind. The kid on the curb isn't mine. He thanked me and went away. Dad, you thought that was me? I went silent, still shaking with rage. Silent the whole way home. Parked my car and he hugged me. I knew you cared about me. I love you, Dad. I love you too, son. He waved at me while going inside. Cried like a bitch on my way to work. My wife called me crying with joy because of how happy my son was. I was screwed up by my parents, but I'll never do the same to my kids. That is the best thing you can go for as a parent. Whatever horrible shit you know you endured, whether your parents meant it or not, because let's face it, they don't always mean to be dicks or do things that cause trauma. It's up to you to figure out a way not to pass that down. The cycle of abuse and trauma stops with you. Why did my boyfriend have a breakdown? Mommy issues? Arguing with boyfriend. He looks completely unfazed. Looks totally chill. I scream louder. He responds calmly and looks like he doesn't care or gives no reaction. I realize I'm being a bad girlfriend. Go to hug him and say I love him. He breaks down in tears. Never seen him cry so much before. He apologizes for what he did and says he feels awful. Is crying for the next 4 to 5 hours. I calm him down in the end. Why did he just have a breakdown after I hugged him? Even when I shoved him and screamed. He had no reaction and honestly looked like he didn't care. Well, the mommy issues thing, you could be onto something there. Oh, man, yeah. Also, it doesn't help that regardless, for the most part, growing up a boy in today's society, no one shows you love or care. You are told that that's gay. And also, a lot of parents out there still say that gay is bad for some reason. I don't know why we're living in, medieval times, back when we thought witches were real, but here we are. It sucks. We're not treated the same way at all, and whenever we do have an emotional problem, Dad says quit being a and go lift some weights. Something like that. Not literally lifting weights, but that's still unfortunately the way it is. Boys have to like blue, and they can't be emotional or they're gay. That's it. Mom works for a cleaning firm. She works in my campus. She sees me with my friends and waves at me. I ignore her. Come home. She asked me why I didn't wave back. I said I didn't see her. Actually, it's because I'm embarrassed of her, but I'm too much of a to say it to her. Okay, yeah. Am I a bad guy? You are a bit of an asshole, yeah. Are you ashamed of your mom because she cleans stuff for a living? She provided you your life by cleaning stuff? I mean, she might have had other jobs here and there, whatever. But I do find it really pathetic to look down on your parents who do clearly care about you, in this case your mom, and has worked a long-ass life to get you to, I would assume you said campus, are you in college or something like that? She got you there, dude. she got you there. And it's just really, really pathetic when people look down on someone else because of the job they do, especially if it got you to where you are today. Be one of the most well-received games of the early 2010s. Be one of the better-written stories in video games. Fast forward 10 years, dead series. Its only legacy is advancing tech for SFM. What happened? Well, I can only speak from my experience, because BioShock 1, 2, and Infinite, goddamn fantastic, love those games, and I'm really, really excited, although incredibly afraid, that I heard that 2K is thinking about making another. Although, the spiritual successor, Judas, I think it's called, seems pretty interesting. Regardless, in my experience, as cool as BioShock Infinite is, what we were going to get looked way, way better, okay? Now, the game was a success both critically and commercially, as far as I know, for sure. But I don't know, man. It's hard to go back. The end of that story almost felt like a bit of a cop-out. It was probably the same ending they were going with originally, but I don't know. If you look up the video, the BioShock Infinite we almost got, or the BioShock Infinite we didn't get, or whatever it's called, you'll see what I'm saying. Every time I watch that video, I get a little bit more sad. Memory cards and old games. He plays GTA 3 first, says it sucks. Plays Vice City, says it sucks. Plays San Andreas, says, why am I black? Also says it sucks. Even loaded up my old 360 because he wanted to try GTA 4. Says it sucks and everything looked pea-colored. Yeah, okay. Grounded him for a week and spent all his GTA Online money by constantly switching the same buildings so he can't sell any cars to get money back. That sucks, doesn't it, little Oh, I just moved images, and I was wondering where the rest of this was. Son plays GTA Online all the time, hasn't even done the story mode, just plays the online mode, loves GTA Online so much he managed to get $200 million without me having to buy him a single stupid card. One day, he asks me what the old GTAs were like. Yeah. If you don't have the nostalgia, or you don't have, well, yeah, I know, it's really all in nostalgia, so if you're a kid growing up and all you've ever known is online GTA 5, it's really tough to have them go back to jankier titles from 20 plus years ago. It's really difficult, because of course they're not really going to resonate with it the same that you did. Have girlfriend of 5 years, kindest person I've ever met, consider wifing, make sure to support her whenever she has problems. Have emotional problem, she notices. Are you okay? No, not really. Oh, sits on couch and plays with phone. No kind words, no hug, no nothing. This is cold. I thought you guys were just getting unlucky with women. I can't believe years of a relationship isn't worth even basic help when you feel bad. What do I even do here? Is this normal for women? I can safely say it is not. It's all nuanced, man. None of this is black and white. And if there is a serious problem going on here, and, you know, your story being 100% believed, it sounds like there's a bit of a serious issue. What you should probably do is say, hey, we're going to talk about this real quick, because I'm not having a good day, and you don't seem to be able to, I don't know, put forth any effort to at least hear me out, listen to me, like I do for you. It's totally normal to speak to the person you've been in a very long-term relationship with. I know it's difficult and can be a little bit scary, especially when you want to bring up problems, but you gotta do it. You really do. Especially if you've considered wifing this girlfriend of yours. Can you imagine never, ever, ever... I'm not trying to flip it and make it your fault. That's not what I'm trying to do here. We don't even know who you are. I'm just saying, why don't women ever give emotional support? They do. They do. Don't worry, man. Hang in there. If she is half of what you say she is, then she'll understand when you bring it up. Be me, 29, autistic. Good with numbers and science facts. Doom scrolling YouTube shorts one night. Did you know the clitoris has 8,000 nerve endings? Alright, file that one away. Strikes and my team's doing a quiz on Zoom to keep in touch after work. Quizmaster's young. I see. Blonde cutie that everyone simps over. Question for all you boys now, she says with a cheeky smile. How many nerves are in the clitoris? My time to shine. Shout out 8,000. Everyone looks surprised. Really looks uncomfortable. Yeah, Anand gets the point. Swiftly moves on. Months later, find out coworkers are now mocking me, calling me master of the clitoris. That's not fair on their part, okay? Although, I can totally see how you being way too over the top enthusiastic and weird about it might have made people uncomfortable. However, if you just went, I heard this once, 8,000. Cool. If they're uncomfortable with something like that, then it was a setup to try and screw with somebody, and they're all kind of mean, aren't they? Dating a Filipino girl in my 20s. She sits me down in the kitchen. Her mom comes in from the bathroom with 3 jars. White boys always lose hair. We put a stop to it. Girlfriend holds my hand. Mom opens the first jar. White like Elmer's glue. Rubs contents all through my hair. Feels like liquid silk. She talks to daughter in Tagalog. Opens second jar. Dark green with texture like lotion. Dips her finger in. Rubs it along my hairline. A few minutes pass as they talk in a language I can't understand. Girlfriend gets up and rinses my hair off in the sink. Her mom opens the last jar. Pulls out a scoop with her finger. It's like honey consistency but red. Tells me to open up. Rubs it all over my tongue. Tastes like copper and salt. Holds my face and tells me not to swallow yet. It's disgusting. Girlfriend brings me water and I drink it. Hair has been perfect ever since. I don't know what the hell happened or what any of that crap was, but it worked. Wait, were you losing your hair? You were currently in the process of losing your hair and they cured it with a bunch of goop? I'd like to know more about this so I can stop taking hair drugs to keep mine. Be me, Canadian, tired of seeing Indians everywhere? Go to Japan for a change of scenery? Walk into hotel? Hello, my name is Rakesh. How may I help you, sir? Maybe you should chill the hell out, freak. Game is supposed to be dystopian. Your average third world gangbanger has access to better and faster healthcare than anyone who's currently alive. Your average third world junkie has better education and technical prowess than most modern engineers. Aging? Solved. Even if you're a third world gangbanger. Illness? No such thing. Right to bear arms? Yep. Explain to me how CP77 isn't a utopia without using phrases like corporations are bad. Well, they are, though. You can't just brush corporations owning everything away because, you know what? You're right. Let's give ourselves a cyberpunk utopia. Wagey thread? Be me. Work at McDonald's and don't talk to anyone. On fryers one day when coworker approaches me. Hey, Anon, what's fresh? Nothing much, how about you? He was on break and wanted some chicken. Damn it. Boomers be like, ah ha 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 ha, they're singing a song in a car. Oh my Reagan, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Margaret, get in here. These gentlemen are singing a song in a car. How old were these boomers when this movie came out? There are plenty of movies I can think of right now off the top of my head that I thought were great when I was a kid that I can recognize are dumb and stupid and terrible, but I still love them. And really, this scene is the one you point to being incredibly unfunny and stupid. There's a lot in that movie you could point to, man. Come on. Jimmy, I know you spent countless sleepless nights studying for the bar exam, but you're not a real lawyer because you're just not, okay? What the hell was his problem? I don't know who that is. Be okay horror game released at what should have been the tail end of the indie horror craze. Spawn giant franchise because Markiplier plays your game. Single-handedly destroy indie horror by dumbing it down for babies. Also popularized throwing unnecessary lore in so theory channels can give free advertising. Well, that was a genius move. Look at what it did for their brand. The movie comes out in like a week and a half. Play a role in the formation of modern fandom culture and cringe culture. Oh, shut the f*** up, loser. Creator is a Trump who bailed the moment people called him out for being one. All the while your franchise hasn't been good since the first game and has an awful looking movie on the way. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't give a shit if the movie looked 10 times worse. I'd still be seeing it because I love Josh Hutcherson a lot, and it clearly looks like a bunch of people gave a crap about the project. FNAF somehow manages to represent the absolute worst of both indie and AAA gaming, and the only reason for its positive reputation is no, that's not it. That you are wrong. You do not get to decide why something has been positively received, dipshit. Also, I like this guy. Yo mama stinks. Thank you. Yeah, we didn't ask for your really drawn-out incorrect opinion. Invented microtransaction stores, invented cosmetic cancer, invented the battle pass. Why are Valve seen as the good guys in the industry again? I have no goddamn clue. They sure know how to make tons of money. Maybe it just has to do with their uniquely strange work culture, the way they operate, where everyone has to work on something or nothing will ever get done. We all thought that was cool for like an hour and a half, but now we've seen that we're never gonna get any other goddamn games from them. I kid, obviously, we got Half-Life Alyx and that was pretty sick. Maybe they're seen as the good guys in the industry because they just made really good games. Regardless of their microtransaction bull, they were the first to do it. Other companies copy the idea and do it significantly scummier as time goes on. Didn't I see a skin for Overwatch 2? F***ing stupid that it's called that cost like $54? Like, yeah, Valve's definitely the worst of the worst when it comes to that. They found a great way to make money and other people made it way worse. I've got one. Who owns tech startup business lives in my apartment building. I call him asshole because he's the one guy in my building who won't say hello when he's passing by. Everyone else is really nice. See a trend posting on Twitter from an exact competitor to his business. Seems to be doing a lot better than his. Encounter him in an elevator with a date. Hey man, so I know you don't really like to chat with anybody around the building, but I was just wondering if you've heard about X company. They're trending really hard on Twitter, seem to have brought your idea to the public at a big scale. Back to the drawing board, I guess? Haha. He's seething with rage. Just as he's about to make his response, the elevator door closes, opens. It's my floor. I tell him, take care, and walk out. Good God, you murdered a guy in broad daylight. Be me, in the kitchen. See little brother. He ripped a sugar packet open and just ate it. Confused. An idea pops in my head. Hey little bro, want to taste something sweeter than sugar? Okay, Anon. Hand him a bottle of vanilla extract. Tell him to smell it first. He takes a big gulp. Oh, you are the devil. That is so evil. Good Lord. Be me, struggling mentally, feeling lonely and hopeless. Worse than normal. Decide to reach out to a friend for help. Send a text asking if I can talk to her about something. 12 days, no reply. She's been online since. Mental health rapidly decreases. I hope she sees my text message soon. Are they the only person you can talk to? Nippon McDonald's posted an ad featuring a nuclear family. Americans instantly seething about it. The hell are their problems? Okay, I'm gonna burst your bubble on this one right now. No one gave a shit at all. That ad came out, and you want to know what happened? Nothing! Nothing happened, dude. No one cares. Oh, it's a little who gives a shit? No one gives. Oh my God, you people are lame. You're out there trying to you can get a reaction from me. That's my job. That's what I'm supposed to do. Bait me all you want, bro. But no one really gave a shit at all. We're not out here going, they had a family. No one cares. Made in 18 months, in a cave with a box of scraps, been beating the crap out of every Bethesda game before or since, except for maybe Morrowind. How the hell did they do it? I have no idea how they did it. I mean, as far as the 18-month timeline, I feel like it just being built on top of Fallout, because they look the same for the most part. I feel like there was very few changes in that regard. I'm sorry, I don't know game development at all, but same engine, same models, all that fun stuff. You know, it probably made their lives slightly easier. Wait till guys find out why girls hug them over the shoulders. Will we ever find out what she meant by this? All right, you know what? I'm gonna keep an eye on this video in particular. If the top comment on this video is not one of the ladies telling us why, wait till guys find out why girls hug them over the shoulders. That had better be the top comment. Well, you better figure it out. I want to know, okay? Because I'm also kind of confused now. Be Minecraft Mob Vote 2023. Here's a game-changing feature that the crab would add to the game. And here's armor for wolves. They will still die in lava, and you'll never remove them from your home regardless. Immediately, Mahuckin? I can't read. Maheckin Reddit Chungus Wholesome 100 Doggo Armor. Games with crap cosmetics have poisoned the minds of children. They genuinely think make doggy look pretty is more important than add really useful feature. Oh, I get it. Why not just add all three? Dude, I've been asking the same question for a while. It's not like Minecraft is the second best-selling video game in human history and it's owned by one of the largest corporations on the planet. That's not enough. No. Sure, they do bring us plenty of good content for the most part. I mean, it takes a while to get to us, sure. I mean, the Cliffs and Caves update took what, a year and a half in total to be rolled out or something like that? But that was a huge update. However, I am actually pretty goddamn sick and tired of these mob votes. You have built all three of them. They're ready to go, for the most part. They usually show them in-game functioning and working and blah, blah, blah. I know there's more to it than that, but regardless, they are ready. Quit making us choose one, because if people want dog armor, cool. A really unique thing that was going to actually change the gameplay will never be added. Thank you for teasing us with something like that. Or the claw will come in, and all those people that wanted dog armor will literally never get it because you guys put it behind a vote for 3 mobs. Just put them in the game! Therapist seems to have no understanding of me and my problems and just wants me to socialize more. I have anxiety and avoid things, and these aren't major problems, or my major problems, excuse me. Official diagnoses are autism spectrum, ADHD, generalized anxiety disorder, There you go. Try to bring up my abusive mother, low self-esteem, childhood trauma from drug-addicted parents, or my anxiety issues, and she glosses over them with a, yeah, that's a thing, and moves on. First session seemed really positive, but she seemed more annoyed with me as time went on. I feel like this is a huge waste of time, but I'm a huge people pleaser, so I can't say no when she asked for another session. Last session, my therapist told me I'm completely wasting her time and should stop coming back. I can't be the only one who has these issues, right? No, you're not the only one. If there's one thing I've learned from my time getting therapy on and off over the years, of course, it's that you have to vibe with each other. You really do. And I don't mean you have to be best friends. You have to be comfortable with one another. There is a certain level of vibes you have to meet with that therapist. And you'll know within a session if it's really going to work out going forward for you. Sometimes you gotta bounce around until you find that person that, clicks with you and gets you and understands you. But this person doesn't sound like they're a super great therapist? At least from the way you're describing it. I don't know. Maybe it's exactly what she's supposed to do or what they're supposed to do. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anywho, yeah, I feel like it's pretty normal to bounce around to a few to find one that really fits with you. 300 years in the future. 45 outperforms most future weaponry. What did Todd mean by this? Be me, shopping at Walmart because I need new work shoes. Zoomer teen detaches from his little nerd group. I can't read it all. I saw herd and read nerd group. I'm an idiot. LOL, hey man, I'm looking for underwear for my daughter. What aisle's it in? Dude's not old enough to have a kid, but whatever, point out the aisle to him. Right before he walks off, I say, just so you know, I don't even work here. Whole group is snickering. Zoomer says, I know, you just look like someone who would know. Angry as hell for the rest of my shopping trip. What the hell did he mean by that? I think he insinuated that you're a predator, or you look like a predator, which, by the way, don't go around calling people that or insinuate. Don't do shit like that. Leave people the hell alone. Don't. Look, I'm already at that age where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm pissed off at them stupid kids and their little smart mouth. Well, leave me the hell alone, damn it. New Unity fee. All right, let's take a look here. So we got 28 million times 20 cents is $5.6 million. The industry is finally getting tired of indie devs being better than AAA, so they pulled this crap to effectively kill indie gaming. It was fun while it lasted. Rip-a-roni and cheese. Corporations are the bad. Even though science is advanced at a rate never seen before, man, shut the hell up, okay? Even though humans are venturing into space. Even though, is about to unlock immortality. But trust me, corps are totally le bad. Yeah, they want you to be a slave. Dude, at the end of the day, that right there is a big enough reason for me not to like corporations in really any way, shape, or form. Some of them I can be a little bit peachier with, like, I like Valve because they make video games I like to play, like whatever. But you really out there telling me that Umbrella Corporation is in the right because they're advancing medical technology when they're really creating zombies and shit and ending the world every 5 minutes? Don't give me that fucking shit, dude. No, even though science has advanced at a rate never seen before and hidden behind a paywall. You live in the United States, Anon? I imagine you do. What happens when you break your leg? Do you have mommy's insurance still? Or do you go bankrupt when you need to get it fixed? Don't give me that fucking bullshit like you know a damn thing.